So we're out here at the Cottages in Pecan Plantation, and we are continuing our conversation about starter homes and retirement homes. So many have been asking us for more information about some good opportunities for retirement homes and starter homes. Well, this community is actually good for both. We have properties with very low property maintenance, very low utility bills, spray foam encapsulated, just great location for starter home with low maintenance costs. We are in Pecan Plantation, so there are HOA fees that will be associated with these properties. The normal $199 a month for the HOA, plus an extra $40 a month for being in this particular cottage zone. You're right here by the golf course. Most of the homes will have a parking for a golf cart, if that is something you would be interested in. So from the starter home perspective, really it's smaller homes that there's one for sale right now that is listed at $345. It's 1,300 square foot, 2 bed, 2 bath, 1 living area, small lot, and just highly efficient layout. So this is certainly an area that you may want to keep in mind if you're looking under $350 for a nice starter home in an area where the appreciation of the home values will likely continue at a really good clip. Very nice, safe neighborhood. This might be somewhere to check out. If you have a growing family, it might be a little too small for you, but if it's a starter home and there's no kids, this might be a good option to consider. We're going to take a look at a couple of other starter neighborhoods as well, but I wanted to start things off with this one. This is a nice opportunity that not many people know about the cottages here in Pecan Plantation, and it is a place that will soon be completely sold out. So this one that is available, it's on the market right now. Once it sells, there's not any more that I see. Most of them have already gone under contract. As you can see, most of these do have little parking areas for the golf cart. So with that, we're gonna continue our tour around. If you have any questions about this, the cottages, about what all is included in the extra fees, I don't wanna make this video too long about these. We'll go ahead and move on to the next one. Just shoot me a text, 817-559-9071, and I'll work on some of this information for you. And let's go ahead and continue our tour around. We're continuing our look at some starter homes here in the Granbury area. What you'll find are properties sometimes scattered around that are kind of 1-2 off properties that are built together that will be at a very good price. They're in communities that will be pretty mixed. They don't have any restrictions, no HOA, and you can typically get a pretty good deal. One such house is this one here, which is a 3-2, 1450 heated square foot. It's listed for $250,000. No neighbors immediately behind it or to the left. There are properties that are around. A property like this is going to have no HOA, so it's going to be pretty mixed around it. No one is making them keep the yards clean or anything like that, but that also allowed you to get a slightly better deal on the property. So with that, this is one of the things you can get, $225 to $250 starter homes in Granbury, kind of one-offs that are not in an HOA. Obviously, we're going to look at a couple of properties that are in HOAs and give you a little bit more stability, but you got to pay the HOA fee every month. So we'll take a look at a couple of those, and with that, I think we can wrap up our starter home. So we're going to go look at Canyon Creek, Indian Harbor, properties that are good starter homes that are under $300,000, and then we'll do a quick Google map view, and then we'll wrap everything up. So if you have any questions about this or any other starter homes, maybe you're trying to buy your first home and relocate here, shoot me a text, let me know. We'd love the chance to help, give any advice that we can. All right, thanks. So we're continuing our discussion of starter homes here in Granbury, Texas. Maybe you're thinking about relocating here and you're looking for more affordable housing and you're looking for something in the $200,000 to $300,000 price range. That's going to be kind of the starter home price range. If you want to get something small, that's about as good or low a price as you're going to get. $225, $250 is about as low as you're going to find around Granbury. So with that, we're going to take a look at a couple of things today. The first thing we're going to do is a map view of the property we went and took a look at, which was at 3219 Hidden Oak. This property is going to be on the outskirts of Oak Trail Shores, and it's going to be north of Granbury Square. So it's going to be on the Weatherford side of Granbury, and it is going to be about 10 minutes from the square, and it's going to have an area where not much restrictions are instituted. So with that, we got a good idea of where that property is at here in Granbury. I also did a quick search in Indian Harbor. So I want to show you these. There are 4 properties right now that are between 225 and 275 that were built after 2022. So these are newer homes that you're going to find in Indian Harbor that are currently available. So you can see this property here, basically a new home built in 2023 on the market for 264. Here's a property here for 245. This property, nice amenities, brand new. This is the sort of property you can get as a starter home here in Granbury, Texas. We've already done a trek through Indian Harbor. We looked at some of the lakefront properties. If you want to go look up that would be the best lakefront homes in Granbury. Indian Harbor and Canyon Creek were both featured in that, where I did kind of a map view of the neighborhoods. So those are areas that you could look at if you're looking for some starter homes. We also looked at the cottages here in Pecan Plantation. So the cottages in Pecan Plantation are just finishing being built out right now. Not many left. They're almost finished being developed. There's not going to be many of them. And where it's located is about right here on Plantation Drive, basically at the center of Pecan Plantation. So if we're looking, this little zone here, this is the cottages. That's it. That's going to be the area. So it's a small little area. It's right by the villages, the gas station. It sits on the golf course, sort of. So it's just a great place. Very low maintenance properties. They're going to be around the 325 to 350 range right now. But especially for I guess they're going to be more geared toward the retirement community. But if you're looking for a starter home in a very nice community, the cottages out here in Pecan are also good options. So with that kind of gives us a snapshot of a few of the starter home options that are available here in Granbury. There are going to be several communities that are going to be a step above this, but I kind of wanted to do my best to stay under 300 with the exception of the cottages. They're kind of spaced out all over the place. Canyon Creek and Indian Harbor are both going to have a few properties that are available. Comanche Harbor will have a few properties that are available. What you're going to find, the downside of these neighborhoods, the cons of these neighborhoods, is primarily that you're going to have a lot of things that are not being patrolled. There might be a lot of junk out in the front yard, and there's no HOA to enforce it. There may be mobile homes that are tore up. There may be holes in roofs and dilapidated homes in the area that may not be what you prefer. And those sorts of things are the reason why the land gets sold for cheaper and the houses can therefore be built for a lower price. So that's kind of what you have to deal with. Once you get over to 300,000, you have a little bit more options in the Granbury area, but that's kind of the con. It's a trade-off. Obviously, there are many great options for starter homes here in Granbury, and these areas that I've shown are all outside the city limits, so the property taxes are very affordable as compared to, say, a Fort Worth or Dallas or Arlington or Burleson. So with that, let's go ahead and wrap everything up here. We get people that reach out to us, whether you're a month or a year out. Feel free to reach out to us for any advice. We'd love the chance to help or chat with you. If you have any more questions about this, about first-time home buyer options or things of that nature, let me know. I have a lender that is helping me with a lot of information, and I can even schedule a time to even interview him, bring him on the channel so he can kind of break down some of the options that are available today for the first-time home buyers, for those that are trying to get their first starter home. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful, and if I don't hear from you, I hope to see you around Granbury.